A warm welcome to today's training on how to amplify self-love in your mind and body. So I'm really happy that we can dive into this topic today because, as I said, this is one of the most foundational parts of living from love consciousness. And if you're just joining, I just want to say hello to you as well. As you know, we're on day 3 now of our Lead with Love Summit, and we have 2 more amazing days ahead of us. And of course, very important, if you are an entrepreneur or you're planning on becoming a business owner one day, please mark your schedules for my Vision of Love for Your Business workshop on Fridays at the same time like now. And it's going to be, I think, mind-blowing and heart-opening for all of you. So let me know in the chat if you can make it. I hope you can, because this is going to be very special. And I also am giving away 3 prizes at the end of that workshop. So I have 3 very special prizes. If you join me there and you stay until the end, I cannot wait to give you these gifts I have in store for you. And I'll share more about that in the email I'll be sending out later today. So yes, you're going to be there. Wonderful. I very much look forward to having all of you. So back to today. So we're going to talk about self-love today. And of course, I have another special self-love meditation, which is going to be a deep dive. Elaine, you have a question? You have no interest in business, you are retired. Is there something for me in Friday's workshop? Well, Elaine, if you maybe want to create any project, doesn't have to be a money-making business project. If you feel you want to still create something, it could be a charity, it could be a project, anything like that. Any force field you want to create, or a book you want to write, any kind of project that you want to bring into the world, then yes. So if that resonates for you, then do join. Hope that helps. Yeah, you love the meditations. Excellent. You're an artist. Well, then come. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, my dears. Let's dive right in, and I'll, of course, keep an eye out on the chat for any other questions. So I love this quote to kick off this conversation about self-love. So self-care is never a selfish act. It is simply good stewardship of the only gift I have, the gift that was put on earth to offer to others. And this, to me, is really the essence of it all, is to know that if we don't take good care of ourselves, we can actually not take care of the world. We cannot take care of the people we love. We cannot put out the projects we care about. So self-love is essential, and self-love is so much more than a bubble bath or reading a nice book on a rainy Sunday. Self-love is really a daily, minute-to-minute practice, and I think one that most of us can improve at, and I think it's an ongoing journey to deepen self-love. And I would say for me too, this is something I constantly try to deepen, because the benefits of that are huge. And it's really such a paradigm shift, especially for sensitive people. We are so outward focused and so tuned into the world around us that to take energy back and tune it inside is so healing and so beneficial. So if you do resonate with being sensitive, that's even more important for you to do this. So tell me in the chat, and if you're on Facebook, I didn't forget you. I'm just gonna check everything at the end of this presentation, but if you're with me over on Zoom, let me know how you would rate your current level of self-love. If 10 is you are a self-love superstar, and 1 is you really could try more, where would you say you are right now? Yay, we have 1 self-love superstar with 10 here. That's amazing. 6, 9, 7.5, 7, 9. That's pretty awesome. So we have 6. So we have a good range. And I want you to, if you shared your number here, or if you didn't share it and you're watching us on replay, just feel and tune into how that number may or may not change after the meditation that I'm gonna take us through in a little while. So self-love is, of course, at the basis of pretty much everything. And I think we're socialized to love others so much more than ourselves. And this is never more evident than if you ask the question, who do you love the most in this world? Most people will refer to their partner, their children, their pet, but very few people would say myself. And I actually think that's a shame, not because I think there's anything wrong with loving others, not at all, quite the contrary, but I think it's a shame that so few people would say themselves, because truly we have the most long-lasting relationship with ourselves. It will last longer than any other on this planet, is the one between us and our souls. And it's really, I think, so important that we allow ourselves to become the loves of our lives, because nobody else is going to hang around with us 24 hours a day and be in our minds and be in our hearts. So we owe it to ourselves to nurture ourselves with love. And, you know, sometimes when I work with my coaching clients on this kind of topic, they say, so what does self-love even feel like? And to me, one really good indication that you're moving into self-love is if you're moving from a state of numbness to a state of awareness. So what I mean by that is when we are in a maybe not so loving place with ourselves, we suppress our natural feelings. We suppress our desires. We suppress our energy impulses. And we're just focused on tasks. We're focused on other people. We're focused on our work. But we don't really feel ourselves. We're not in touch with our being. And so when this kind of ice block that we have built starts to melt, and we sense things and we feel things and we know things, and we start to read our own messages that our heart sends to us, that our body sends to us, then we move into a state of awareness. And from that state of awareness, when you start reading the cues, then the next step in self-love is acting on the cues and trusting the cues that your body and your system or your heart sends to you. Now, to make this movement into awareness easier, I think the belief that so many of us are missing is the belief of I am enough. And there is beautiful work done by the hypnotherapist Marissa Peer. I'm sure many of you have heard of her. And she said, we are living in a world that has an epidemic of not good enoughness. And I think I feel this is me, this is probably you, this is so many people you care about. Deep down, we all carry some notion in some way that we are broken. Maybe that's physically, emotionally, from our past. In some way, we feel we don't measure up. We're not good enough. Other people are better than we are, or more lovable, or more beautiful, or more smart, or whatever it is. And this lack of feeling that we are good enough is almost like a cork in a bottle. And if that cork is inside, nothing can flow out of you. So it's about really removing that cork by reasserting that you are enough and telling yourself you are enough. Now, Marissa Peer, she suggests to take a lipstick and write that on your mirror, I am enough, so that every time you pass that mirror, you see it. So for me, that's too messy. So my version of that is to maybe create a screensaver for yourself for your phone, because we probably these days look at our phone more often than we do our mirrors, and create a beautiful little screensaver, or even look on Google, there are many ready-made, that says I'm enough, so that subliminally, every time you open your phone, your brain gets flashed this message, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. So that over time, your subconscious mind can relieve some of that pressure. It can loosen the cork that is stopping the flow. So the more you can practice your I am enoughness, the more you will feel this awareness coming back, this flow coming back. And once you establish that, really good questions to ask are, what do I need? What do I want? And what would make me feel like I love myself? So really think about that. How often do you ask yourself, what do I need and what do I want? I don't know, tell me in the chat, how often do you ask that? I'm sure many of you will probably ask that more about people you love. Never, rarely, yes, exactly. And this isn't that strange that we don't ask ourselves? I mean, we are our own guardians. Our souls came here and we are guardians in these physical bodies of our souls. And yet, that person that we are, we don't ask ourselves, what do I need? What do I want? We're so exteriorized that we don't ask this question. And I think that is something that really needs to shift, because when we do shift into that, our magic comes out, our ability to really share love comes out, and receive love and make a difference and feel good physically, emotionally. So the more we tune into ourselves, the more powerful we become in our life. And so there is a question that I used at the beginning of my self-love journey that really helped me before I got more into a habit of it. And that is a question that exteriorizes this understanding of what do you need, what do you want. Because sometimes you're too numb to know what you need and what you want. I mean, you've probably experienced this, right? If you are in that state where you're not used to loving yourself and somebody says, okay, here, I'm a magic genie. I will grant you what you need and what you want. And you'd be like, I don't know. I don't know what I need. I don't know what I want. Because we haven't been trained, like there's no muscle there. We have no self-love muscle. It's a very skimpy muscle. So because you can't often ask yourself that or even know what you want, a great way to do this, to get into that habit, is to exteriorize it, to almost put what you want in the third person instead of just asking yourself. So here's the question for you. Ask yourself, if I really loved myself, as in your highest being, if I really loved myself, what would I be doing in this moment for my health, for my relationship, for my business, for my spiritual journey, for my lifestyle? So if you really loved yourself, what would you be doing right now? So because this gives your brain a job to do, because you're not saying, what do I want to do? You're asking, so if I really loved myself, what would I be doing? It kind of exteriorizes it. Or you can even take it one level further if that feels more comfortable, saying, so somebody who would really love themselves in my very same situation, what would they do? So take it as far as you need to from yourself until you feel comfortable getting answers. So maybe it can be something you're working, and you manage to catch yourself in a moment of awareness, and instead of saying, what do I want? Maybe your brain would override that and say, oh, finish my presentation. But maybe if you ask yourself, if I really loved myself, what would I do? Or somebody who really loved themselves, what would they do? It might be, oh, have a glass of water, take a break, have a nap, play with my pet, something like that, right? So it's about allowing a wider perspective to come to you of what loving yourself could look like if you don't yet have the key to unlock that door within yourself. And over time, the more you ask yourself, what would I do if I loved myself? At some point, you can just go back to, what do I want? What do I need? Because then it's more automatic and you start being more attuned. So this, I think, is a really helpful tool to figure out what you can do to love yourself. And you know, loving yourself is not some kind of grand sweeping gesture. It's the little things. It's like, oh, that proverbial glass of water might help. Hitting the snooze button for 10 more minutes in the morning. Asking a friend for help. eating a nourishing meal, writing a poem after not writing a poem for 20 years. Whatever it is, try and give yourself that permission to listen to that voice and then act on it. And to help you also get into the vibration of self-love that this question will kind of expand out for you, here are some of my favorite kind of self-love tools. So, and many of our wonderful speakers have referenced these tools, of course. So meditation, regular meditation can really help strengthen your inner voice, your inner connection. So any form of meditation, guided or not, however it works for you, can be supremely helpful in getting in touch with your truth and defrosting your being so that you move from numbness to awareness. EFT tapping, amazing. We had a wonderful interview with Brad Yates yesterday on what that does to our energy system, blocked emotions. So this is another great way to actually use the body to process stuck feelings and get more into self-love. Trauma can also be something that's really important to release. So maybe some somatic trauma therapy can work wonders. Of course, also, if you're into that kind of thing, me personally, I love it. Crystal healing. So crystals that are particularly useful for self-love are like rose quartz, amethyst, and the radiant energy from crystals can be very healing to your energy field. It can be also sometimes just helping somebody, offering help to somebody you love, and allowing that feeling of usefulness, of having done something great, of accomplishment, that can also nourish our sense of self-love. Engaging in energy healing techniques such as Reiki or more healings in the quantum field. So Lourdes yesterday, she spoke a lot about Reiki. You can also be thinking about someone you love. That can be a wonderful self-love practice, is to admire and love the relationships that you have managed to create in your life, where people adore you and they want to be close to you. Like, honor yourself for creating loving relationships. Then have a look at maybe nature, art, music, beauty, whatever pleases your eye and pleases your heart can only be good for your soul as well. So try and make sure you do things that you know bring you joy. Give yourself a joy permit and say, okay, here's my joy permit. I have permission to go out and take a walk in nature, create art, listen to music, whatever it is. It can also be engaging with some kind of philosophy or spiritual journey. That to me has been hugely beneficial. Specifically, the spiritual journey, I would say, has really marked my life quite deeply and helped me tremendously on my own self-love journey. And you know, it can also be something more simple, like just spending an evening with somebody you love, or going for a walk, holding hands, or whatever it is. So do whatever feels good to you. And again, if you don't know what feels good to you, ask yourself, what would somebody like to do who's in your shoes? And then you can maybe start and piece it together. So these are all just small ways to go about it. And very important in any kind of self-love conversation is our love for our bodies. The self-love really deeply extends to our body, and our body holds all of our emotions for us. Our body is our shield, our body is our protector, and yet so many of us have judgments around our body, or even shame that it's not, again, not good enough, not healthy enough, not physically appealing enough, whatever it is. And so the body is relegated to the more functional realm of, it has to transport my head to where I want to go. But really it's about going a layer deeper and allowing yourself to take care of your body with a lot of self-love. And you deserve that. Your body deserves that. So really practicing self-love for your physical body is so important to also then be able to access the higher realms of self-love in your mind and soul journeys. So definitely don't forget to care for your body. And if maybe you don't feel as healthy as you could feel right now, make sure you allow yourself to receive help. So a general health practitioner, somebody who's maybe in the alternative health field, whatever it is, find somebody who can journey with you. You do not have to do this alone. Like if your body is in some kind of pain, you do not have to go this alone. So today, for example, you can tune into the interview of Elena Herdieckerhoff. She's not only one of my dearest friends, but also an amazing holistic health practitioner. So if you want to see how she can maybe help you, please get in touch with her. She does wonderful things for the body. But just know you deserve care. And if you can't do it alone, get help from a nutritionist, from whoever, acupuncturist. You don't need to put up with physical suffering. You can get help. And you can also help yourself by getting in tune with your body and asking your body, what do you need? What do you desire? What do you want? And your body knows. Like your body absolutely knows. Your body knows whether it wants to eat something cold or hot, whether it wants to move or be still, whether it wants to be around a person or not. So try and see if you can listen to that quiet voice of the body, because the body knows so much and the body is so willing to tell you these things. But it's about this fine-tuning and really listening and understanding, okay, what does my body want from me right now, today? And building a good relationship of love with your body. And another way you can actually work with your body is not just to listen to the body in terms of what it needs, but also to help you make decisions in your life, right? And so if you ask your body, it can help you there too. Your body can help you say, should I hire this person or that person? Should I go down track A or track B? Should I travel to Paris or Rome? Your body will know. And a good way to do this is to read your body signals. So do you get, for example, a full body yes or a full body no? And what I mean by full body yes or no is just see what's the overall feeling in your body. Does it go more to the no side or more to the yes side? So when you sense, while you think about a certain, decision, do you feel tension or bellyache or tightness? That's your body saying no thanks. If you feel a flutter of excitement or an energy rush or an opening in your chest or a looseness or a slightly dizzy feeling, that's a full body. Woo, let's do it. Just see what your body is trying to tell you. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Is it a restriction? Is it an opening? And then go from there. And know that your body very often will also try and rescue you. And your body's role is to keep you safe and to keep you protected. So what happens often is that our body actually preempts the strike when we don't want to do something. So how often, and tell me in the chat, how often has it happened to you that you didn't want to go to a party, but you didn't know how to say no, and bam, you got a horrendous migraine 1 hour before leaving. You can't go. Or you didn't really want to travel somewhere, you get a cold. Wonderful exit. Nobody can say anything against that, right? So where your body tries to keep you safe. And I had this before I did my TED Talk. I mean, clearly that was quite a challenge to make myself so visible. And I think a part of me was no doubt afraid of being on that kind of stage when my only kind of claim to fame had been at the time the wedding speech for my brother. I'd never done any kind of public speaking before. So what happened? Bam, I got sick before my TED Talk. So my body gave me a potential out if I wanted it. I didn't want it, and I made friends with my body. I reassured my body that I did want it, but if I needed an out, I could have had an out. And I remember with one of my business coaching clients, she was about to go into her biggest launch ever, and she had invested a lot of money in Facebook ads. And she was about to start a series of live webinars. And wouldn't you know it, she got laryngitis. And she wrote to me in panic. She's like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? I cannot even say one word. And I have all of this money invested and all of these people waiting for my live trainings. What can I do? And I said, you know what you can do? So you can reassure your body that you got this, that you feel safe, that you want this. And you will see, as if by miracle, whatever is ailing you will dissipate and disappear because your body was just trying to be of service to you. It felt your mixed feelings maybe about something and wanted to give you an option to weasel your way out if you wanted to. And so there's a wonderful book by Guy Hendricks called The Big Leap. And he talks about this. This is actually called an upper limit issue. And to me, the way I would call it is it's an inner safety issue. And so the best way to make friends with your body again and shift it back into the safe zone is to really reaffirm to your body, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I want to do this. Body, you can relax. You can be healthy again. I can move out of this situation. And you will see that if this happens to you, don't curse your body and say, oh, on my wedding day, I'm sick, or on my big presentation day, I'm sick. Ask yourself, oh, is this my body trying to rescue me? And then be like, oh, maybe it is. Okay, reassure your body and you will see this will heal much faster than any other kind of normal physical manifestation of illness. So this has been my experience. And I see here in the chat, this has been experience for many of you as well. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, nowadays you can say no to your body. That's right. Okay, so let's dive into, no doubt, my favorite part, and by the sounds of it, also your favorite part of my presentations. It's time for meditation. Are you ready? Let me know in the chat if you're ready. Raise your hand if you're ready to meditate together. Woohoo! Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so I invite you all right now to close your eyes and just feel the peace of closing your eyes. And I want to give you a minute or so to think of something that you're really grateful for today. It can be a person you love, a happy moment, a nice surprise, something that brought joy to your heart. Really cultivate and juice up that feeling of gratitude. So I'm gonna be quiet for a minute or so for you to really get into that heightened state of gratitude. Okay, now I want you to fold both hands over your heart and get in touch with the vibrancy of your heart. To really feel the beating of your heart, to feel it in the palms of your hands, and to feel that deep connection to your own heart. And I want you to take a deep in An out breath as you connect to your heart. So another deep in and out breath. In and out breath. And one more time. A very deep inhale and exhale. Now I want you to imagine the calming scent of lavender tingle your nostrils, so you can really sense and smell that beautiful, calming, relaxing, velvety, purplish scent of lavender. And you allow it to envelop your being. You feel yourself responding. You're relaxing. You're resting. Your nervous system is really calming down. And you can just see these beautiful fields of lavender that they have in Provence. And you feel yourself amongst these fields of lavender, and you're taking in this healing scent. And you're just sinking deeper and deeper into your chair or your bed or your couch. You just feel your whole body becoming very heavy and deeply relaxed. And now I want you to turn your attention back to your heart. And I want you to again establish that strong bond of love with your heart. Feel your heart. Feel that nourishing feeling of your beating heart. And now I want you to send the words, I love myself, to your heart. So from your mind, you're going to send the words, I love myself, to your heart. And you keep repeating that. I love myself. I love myself. And you really anchor in those words in your heart. You keep repeating it to yourself in your mind. I love myself. I love myself. And you can feel your heart respond, maybe with a joy, a quickening, a relaxation. However your heart responds to this message of love, it's perfectly fine. But just really dive deep into that feeling when you say to your heart, I love myself. Feel the magic that unfolds in your heart when you nourish it with these words. And now I want you to feel your whole body. So bring your awareness back from your heart to your body. Try and really feel the entirety of your body. Try to feel every part of your body and bring it to your present awareness. And now I want you to send the words from your mind, I love my body, to your body. So you're going to flood your body with the words, I love my body. I love my body. And let those healing words sink deep into your cells, deep inside of you, in every part of your body. Send the words, I love my body. And feel how your body responds to this act of love. See if you can sense any tingles. See if you can sense any movement in your body. as you say, I love my body. See if there's something that responds inside of you. Now that your heart and your body are both soaked with the energy of I love myself and I love my body, I want you to visualize a purple healing light coming straight from your heart that streams love through your entire body. And it's kind of swirling it in the form of an 8. So first it swirls up and around your head, it loops around your head and back down. And then it does another looping to the lower part of your body and back up in the middle. So imagine that you're swirling purple healing light in the form of an 8 emanating from your heart throughout your body. The number 8 is the number of infinity. So you're gifting yourself the infinity of universal love and the infinity of your heart love. So you're visualizing how from your heart this healing love swirls around you in the figure of an 8. And now slowly stop the swirling and just bring back full presence to your body. Give gratitude for any feelings, any sensations that have come up. And now I want you to scan your body and ask your body to show you one area where it is holding emotional pain that you are ready to release today. So ask your body to show you, indicate with a flinch, a feeling, a tightness, a tension, that it shows you one area in your body where you're holding emotional pain that is ready to go today. So feel where that could be in your body. Try and locate that place today. It can be in your shoulders, that can be in your cheeks, that can be in your feet, your hands. It doesn't matter where. Just allow your body to guide you and to show you where it is holding on to pain that it is willing to let go of. And when you found this part that is hurting, that is willing to heal today, I want you to send all your presence to that area and really stay with the discomfort. Stay with the feelings. Don't escape out. Really allow that part of you to be felt. Allow that part to express itself. Allow it to process out of you. So stay in loving, non-judgmental awareness of that one area. And just stay fully present. The body knows what it's doing. The body knows what it's willing to release, and it's perfectly safe for you to release this now because the body is agreeing to do this by having shown you where it can let something go. So stay with that discomfort and then take 3 deep breaths in and out and breathe into that area. Visualize yourself breathing into that area. And now I want you to send a magnified purple healing light straight from your heart to that area to release the pain. So you're sending now from your heart purple healing light directly to this place, and you're letting it go. You're releasing it. You're allowing it to move out of your body and move out of your energy field. You're allowing relief to pour in. You're allowing soothing energy to pour in. You're allowing love back in. So you really feel that whatever is leaving you now is replaced with love. It's replaced with safety. It's replaced with comfort. And you can be so grateful to yourself that you allowed yourself to release something today that is no longer needed for your journey. And you acknowledge to yourself that you are so loved and you're safe and you're enough. And I want you to give deep gratitude to yourself for sharing this love with your heart and with your body today. I want you to repeat to yourself once more. I love myself. I love my body. I love myself. I love my body. I love myself. I love my body. And I want you to set the intention to keep this beautiful purple light that we called on today, to keep that flowing in your energy field so it continues to bathe you in love for the rest of today. So just ask that healing energy you created yourself to keep flowing through you, through your body. And as you slowly and gently come out of this meditation, you set that intention that the healing will continue for you and that the loving energy will surround you for the rest of today. And you say thanks to yourself, thanks to your body. And you take 3 deep breaths in and out, in and out, in and out. And you gently open your eyes and you come back, feeling refreshed, feeling loved, feeling healed, and feeling powerful. So welcome back, my dears. I look forward to hearing how that was for you. Let me know, especially if you rated your energy for self-love earlier. Let me know if something has transformed for you. Has something transformed for you? Elaine, yes, you feel awesome, so good all over. Tuku, yeah, if you can ask me that again, I'll answer that for you in the Q&A section. That was wonderful, many tingles, amazing, you feel release. That's wonderful, yes. 10 plus. The seriousness of the process is grounding me. That's amazing. That's wonderful. To add a plus to the 10 of self-love, that's exactly how it should be. Wonderful. I'm glad that all made you feel how powerful and nourishing self-love is. Inga Marie, your pelvic area feels healed. That's wonderful. You feel peaceful. Arya, amazing. So happy to hear that. And this is a gift you give yourself. Isn't that wonderful? This is already, the fact that you're here is already an act of self-love. So of course, my affirmation for today had to be, I am enough. So try and repeat that like a mantra to yourself as we move through the remainder of this day. Allow yourself to keep that affirmation close to your heart. And of course, I'll also choose us an oracle card now to see what messages we can get for ourselves today. Oh, Arya, the pain in your womb wants to go. Very powerful. Wow, that is amazing. Check out Arya. Also, maybe check out Jessica McCleskey Hood's interview today about the wisdom of the womb. maybe that is an extra dimension of healing for you. Angie, I felt the energy in my inner right knee pulsing. I was 5, now 8. I feel peaceful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so welcome. Okay, so let's see what kind of energy intention card we get today. And if you're over on Facebook, I'll get to you as well. Oh, the thunder was rumbling as you were getting deeper into the meditation. So that means there was a big clearing wanting to happen for you there, Asal. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Nothing is jumping yet. I always, I've been reading cards for many, many years now, and I love that. Ooh. And I don't like to pull one. I like when they jump, because that to me means their energy is more self-guided. Isn't that interesting? So the card, I'll hold it up again when I'm on full screen so you can see it fully then. But the card is called Dance with Life, Do Something to Change Your Energy. And it has a woman who's kind of in a free spirit, free energy. And I think what that message is for us is that self-love is a dance with life. It's a dance with ourselves. And maybe it's an invitation to really dance with ourselves, not wait for somebody to dance with us for self-love, because this is a solo dance, and it's meant to be, and to bring this joyfulness also into this energy of self-love. I think that is very powerful for us. And my action invitation homework for all of you today is to share one thing you love about yourself in the Facebook group. Because, as I said at the beginning of this presentation, it's so easy to forget ourselves when we talk about who do you love the most, or what do you love about yourself. So my invitation to you is really to find that one thing that is unique about you, that you really, really love about yourself, and share it in the group as an act of self-love. And to show that others also that it's okay to appreciate yourself, and it's okay to love yourself. So I hope you do that. Start a fresh post for that. Just pop whatever you love about yourself in your own dedicated post, so other people will also see it. And I look forward to discovering what you love about yourself in the group, of course. And if you're not in the Facebook group, or you can't be in the Facebook group, then share what you love about yourself with somebody dear to you today, and just get into the energy of that. So now I'm going to stop our presentation and come back on camera. Hello. Sarah, oh, you're talking about the meditation. My heart was beating fast. I've been told I need to heal my heart chakra in many readings. Wow. That is, now is the best time. You're already in a love vibration here in the summit, so that's a wonderful opportunity for you to strengthen the connection with your heart. And you can also go back to yesterday's meditation and yesterday's training. You can still find that on our recap summit website to also help that heart healing and help that connection. And of course, now it's time for Q&A. And before I dive in, I just wanted to hold up the cards so you can see that. This is the Dance with Life card. Okay, and I'm while you're all typing, if you have any questions, I'm going to try and see if I can catch us as well in my video. Here we are. Yes. Okay. So hi, Facebook. I'm with you now. Hello, hello, my dears. Okay, so yes, you're building your relationship with your body, Ksenia. That's wonderful. The meditation lifted you up to a 9. Great. That's amazing. So Facebook, I'm here as well. If you have questions, I'm going to be able to check them out now. And I'm going to also be taking questions over on Zoom. So Asal, my question is, the area that needed healing is actually a region with a few points throbbing, still feels sticky. Any thoughts, please? Yes, I think if it is still active, just give yourself maybe the time to allow it to process out more. So maybe your body needs more time than we had in this meditation today. So if you can, as soon as possible, rest and let your body do what it is willing to do and what it already started to do, which is to clear out some old emotional pain. So you don't need to do anything except for be quiet, give your body that opportunity to provide the healing that you open the door for. So that's what I would say to that. Elaine, what is the name of the Oracle deck you are using? The Oracle deck is the Rebecca Campbell deck, Work Your Light Oracle cards. So great deck, one of my favorites. I mean, I have many, many decks, but this deck in particular, I love because I love the images. It's mystical, it's a bit whimsical, and plus I find I get really accurate messages from it. Just take one on Facebook here. Is there meaning behind the specific location where the body needed attention? Not well. Sometimes there can be. You can always look up at the spiritual meanings behind any aches and pains in certain areas of your body. But in general, I would just say that at the time you've experienced an emotional pain, your body just stored it somewhere, and all you have to do is to allow yourself to release it. And that's really all you need to do there. Okay, and there's another question, Xenia. Let me see if I can open that question. How to establish the relationship with my body? I have established my relationship with my inner child and my inner part emotions. Can I be the same with my body? Do you have suggestions? I think that's already wonderful that you have reestablished a connection to your inner child and to your emotions. And I think establishing a connection with the body is a similar process. It will just take time of tuning in, of listening, of asking your body what it wants, what it needs, what it feels like, and honoring it. So not just asking, but actually honoring it. And honoring it in this context means if your body says, I need rest, give it rest. If your body says, I don't want to go out tonight, okay, body, then we'll stay home. Or on the contrary, you thought you were going to stay home and your body wants to move, okay, you go out. It's about showing to your body that it can trust you as much as you can trust your body by building that relationship. And it's like any relationship, it's built on reciprocity, right? It's built on a foundation of good communication. So it's about building that communication. So I hope, Xenia, that might help you. So back now to Zoom. Asal, yes, that confirmed. Wonderful. Elena, I think remembering reading somewhere about the interviews. Yes, they're only available for 24 hours each day. Yes, so you'll have 24 hours for the interviews, but my webinars that I'm doing here, you have access to them for the entire duration of the summit. So if you maybe even want to re-listen later to the meditation, for example, then you can absolutely do that. So I'm making these available for the whole week as well. You're so welcome. Does self-love have anything to do with autoimmune disease? That's a very interesting question. My take on that would be likely yes, because autoimmune diseases are often an expression of unprocessed traumas or emotions, and it's the body trying to get your attention. And I think if you do have an autoimmune disease, I think a multi-pronged approach is what will serve you. So an approach that addresses maybe the psychological, emotional parts of that, and then also the physical parts. And as I already mentioned, my dear friend Elena Herdieckerhoff, for example, she takes this kind of holistic approach. Can be her, or of course any other more holistically minded practitioner, I think would be the right one work with so that you can address all layers of your being, mental, physical, emotional, and allow yourself to heal on all of these fronts. You're so welcome. Any other questions, my dears? As always, it was wonderful to be here with you. Thank you so much for joining me over on Zoom and of course in the Facebook group. I don't know if on Facebook, if I missed any questions earlier about my, oh, thank you so much. See everyone tomorrow for sure. As I said, on Friday, we're going to have a 2-hour Build Your Vision of Love workshop specifically for entrepreneurs or anybody who has a creative endeavor or something that they want to bring forth in the world. So let me know if you're going to join, my dears. I hope you are, because I'm also giving away 3 amazing prizes at the end of that workshop. And I'd love for one of these prizes to go to you. So if you have any questions about that workshop or about anything else about the summit or today's presentations, let me know. You're very welcome for your lunch today. I'm happy that I could participate in your lunch hour, Arya. Good to be with you too, Elaine. Yay, wonderful, wonderful. I look forward to seeing all of you. Again, tomorrow, of course, is another wonderful day and another day of training and a different meditation. So every day I will be sharing a brand new meditation with all of you. So I hope you will enjoy tomorrow's as well. And of course, Friday is the big celebration day where we're all gonna come together in the workshop. Arya, I appreciate your spirit and energy. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening filled with love and all good things. Thank you for sharing your hearts with me and going on this love journey. Lots of love, and I shall see you all tomorrow.